Okay, what's going on, guys? My name is Mateo Bajacito. Thank you for clicking on this video. And I just wanted to say, I'm really mad. I just recorded this video like twice before I even realized my mic wasn't working. So you guys are gonna get the twice recorded version. Okay. So this looks really different, right? This is the second time I'm doing this, so I'm a little less enthusiastic than last time. But I guess I just, I can use this opportunity to, fix whatever I said last time, polish it up a little bit. So that's okay. My portfolio is not doing too hot, right? If you can see in the last video, actually this was halfway through June because I didn't upload it at the right time, I think, or maybe a week into June. But our all-time chart looks a little different compared to now. Flew a little too close to the sun, I think. Wings got burned up. I was doing crazy stuff. I actually sold QQQI, SPY, SHD, VU, QQM. I think I sold everything except ULTY and YMAX to pretty much just gamble. I bought. Let's see how it's doing today. Actually, I bought this. I bought a penny stock to hopefully try to make money. Okay, all right. I bought it actually right here, and I think I sold at like a $20 loss. It was like 0.02% loss, but I had invested $2,000. I probably sold that's a gain. Regardless, I'm glad I'm not holding on to this anymore, because if I was holding on to this, I would definitely be in a margin call still. Or a margin. If I was still holding that, I would be in a margin call by today at least. Anyway, I was just doing like some degenerate it was gambling. I was buying option contracts. I have one here. One of them was Boeing. One of them was the creator of Ozempic. They split with Hims. I thought it would go up. Still 3 weeks till it expires, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. Another thing that I learned that I do, I'm pretty much like the trader they're talking about. When they say like traders can't beat the market, like I'm who they're talking about. Let your wins ride, or let your losses ride, but cut off your wins early. I noticed exactly that's what I do. Even when you know that that's what's happening, it's so hard to not do it. I'll be up like 50%, and I'm like, I'm already up 50%. Like, let me just get it. But then I'm down 50%, and I'm like, all right, well, I could probably go back up. It's until you guys have, been doing this for a little bit, it's a little hard to get that to you. It's not that I didn't believe it, but now that I really can see myself doing it, yeah. I mean, it sucks, but I did this to myself. Like, no one told me to do this. What can I do, right? We're down like $800 all time. Yeah, that's crazy. If I had actually used this money at my peak, like $6,300, if I had used that to invest in ULTY, along with margin, I could be easily at like $10,000 invested with margin, which in that case would put me beyond my goal of, well, depending on what I invested in my yield, but that put me beyond my goal of $5,200 a year or $100 a week. Anyway, we can't dwell on what I've done. For the future, obviously, I hope that this does not happen again and I continue to go up and stop being ridiculous. Like, what is this? Let's see. What kind of drop is this? That's a $1,000 drop in a day. I think that's from, yeah, that's from Boeing when they crashed their plane. I put it was almost $2,000 into Boeing. Some margin money, money I didn't even have. I mean, I'm using margin to buy this option right here that I'm down 30% on. I'm doing ridiculous things. I know they're ridiculous. But it's I can't stop. I don't know. Someone needs to save me, but the only one that can save me is me. And I know that. And I'm hoping I'm going to stop. And I think I'm going to switch from investing or from options trading to speculative investing. That's why I have RKLX. It's a leveraged Rocket Lab thing. I want to get in the Rocket Lab. I should have been in Rocket Lab. It's been on my radar since actually November of last year when I first started. Let's see where it was then. Oh wait, no. Okay, well, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Holy moly, man. like, well, they were kind of on a run, like in November, December. So who knows if it would have been the best time to buy. But they're still up like a lot from then. So if I just bought when I should have, I would be doing a lot better. But regardless, I think I'm gonna stop doing some options and then start doing some of this, because this would just, it's less risk. The stock doesn't have to go up in a certain amount of time for me to make money. Like, I can just hold forever until it does, or I can just sell. Like, I don't know. The option stuff, it needs to stop, because clearly I'm not built for it. I did have my run, right? I mean, this was from the Pacers vs Thunder game 1. So this was not options, but this probably was. This little spike probably was. All this was investing, but then like up to this point, like after here is when I started options again. So, I did have my run. I did, but now I'm unfortunately in my slump. I just really don't want to do that again. Losing $2,000, not for the faint of heart, especially when you're 18 with no job. I did have a job, but I quit because it was really, it was kind of ruining my summer. But my summer, honestly, not even all that right now, so who knows? But it was ridiculous. Like, there was no problem with my employer or anything, and you can judge me as much as you want. I'm a pretty strong guy, like, I'm fit, but I was working like 50 hours a week, going from house to house, weed whacking, and then on Monday and Friday I'd be helping them do like whatever they needed. I don't know, I was just like a laborer. Like, they'd be in the machine and then they would have me like hand tamper like mud, which is pretty much just like flattening it. But it was all day, and I was working like crazy amount of hours a week, and I wasn't really getting paid for it. Like, I got paid for 40 hours and a half when I got home every day at like 6 o'clock. So, I mean, that just doesn't make sense. I'm not saying I should get paid from the moment I leave my door at like 7:30 from the moment I step inside, but I'm definitely working more than 40 hours a week, so it just wasn't gonna work. I quit that job, and I lost everything that I made from it. I lost more than I made from it, unfortunately. Lost $2,000. But what can I do, right? No one did this but me. This is my fault. But my goal of $5,200 a month is still kind of, we're getting closer to that goal, which is surprising, right? Hold on. I don't know. I was just here and then I clicked out. I don't know why. But if you look last time, some point in this video, no, I want to see. No, show me because it's showing me from 2025. I want to see what the projected annual income is. It was just here, so I know it's in this video. So I'm really upset right now because I can't find it. All right, we'll go to 2025 and we'll compare. So for 2025, I was projected to make $2,658. Now I'm projected to make $2,756. So I'm up like $100 for 2025. But because I just recorded this video like twice, like I said, I know for 1 year ahead, I'm up about like $300. So in my last video, it was like $3,600 was my annual income. Now it's almost $4,000, which is pretty cool. We're getting close to my goal. That's because my yield is a lot higher. I think in this video, my yields... Oh, you're not going to show me because it's 2025. Whatever. My yield was like 40%. So my yield's a lot higher now. But that's because I lost $2,000. But also, that $2,000 was not really, well, number one, like made at that point. But then even when I gained that $2,000, my language is very poor because I didn't gain $2,000. But what I'm trying to say is, like, up here, I didn't invest this stuff in high yield stuff, pretty much. I used this stuff to try to make more money, which is why I lost it. If I'm saying is, if I actually, I sold everything at this point and invested in ULTY and YMAX, then I would be making probably beyond my goal, because like, I'd be using margin to have my total equity value probably be close to like $10,000 right now. But that's what happened. I did that and I made a mistake. But like I said, my annual income's up. I'm actually closer to my goal of $5,200, $100 a week. You could see weekly I'm making like $76 a week. This is all projected, so obviously none of this is going to be absolutely correct unless they just get really lucky. Another thing that I wanted to mention is Snowball doesn't take into account options trades and Robinhood like sports stuff. So any like kind of contract is not taken into account in Snowball. So my total profit, $763. I apologize. I'm like out of breath. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I'm just out of breath. But because none of that is taken into account, and it's just the stuff that I'm pretty much investing in, like buying and holding and then selling, I'm actually up on money. We can see a lot. Capital gain like 100, but I lost like 50. But I received $767 in dividends. So, I mean, my strategy, besides the fact that I'm just, pretty much shoveling money into a fire with these options trades, besides that, I'm actually doing good. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm clicking buy on ULTY and YMAX. I'm really not doing anything. But that is working. So, that's nice to see, right? We can see some sort of progress, right? My IRR, or like my predicted growth rate of my portfolio for the year, is 32%, just based off how the stuff I'm holding has performed this far in the year. Obviously, it's only prediction. We can't predict the future. No one knows what's going to happen. Crypto, another thing is I started buying Bitcoin. It's just part of like my long-term hold. Well, I don't think I'm gonna do anything crazy with it. I don't think I can do anything crazy with it, but that was just another thing I think I should brought to you guys' attention. If we compare this to the S&P 500, I'm actually up like so much. Like my portfolio part, if you erased me from my portfolio, right? If you locked me in a cage and just were showing me Robinhood 24/7 and I had to stare at it, I would just be doing way better than if I had access to Robinhood and I can actually like press buttons on it and do stuff. Like, my tip for you guys, if you guys are starting your journey or whatever, just try to not do silly stuff, right? I mean, everyone knows that, but the urge is just so hard to ignore. Like, when I see people, like, because I was recording the last video, like I said, but like, I don't know who this is, I don't know what they do, but like, how are you doing this? Yesterday or the day before, whatever, you made $185,000 in one morning? Like, are you serious? Obviously, I'm not expecting to make $200,000, but just the potential I have to make a 105% return on what, $500? It's $1,000 right there. I made $500 and I've done it before. I've had good returns. I've sold option contracts for like 400%, but I just didn't invest enough in them. Like, I wish that the ones that I just had invested in, the Boeing one where I lost like 1,000 and this one, I wish those could have been the, 3X's, but what can I do? It's just the potential that's like keeping me trapped. It's really hard to fight that when I see this like everyday people making that money. And I probably should just stop looking, but here we go again. Total return, $169,000. It's only 35% of his portfolio, so this guy, he has quite a lot of money, but regardless, like, that's just so crazy. That's so crazy. And I just can't, I can't get my mind off of that because, I don't know. But, yeah, Wall Street Bets was not good for my portfolio. I've known about it this entire time. It's not like I just discovered it and started doing silly stuff, but it's just, I think no school and me quitting my job, like, I just have more time on my hands. So I'm just looking at this more and more, and it's like infecting me, making me want to do silly things. I don't really have anything else to say. We are closer to my goal, so you can look at it like that, or you can look at it like I lost $2,000. It's your choice, guys. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully the next video I'll come back with some better news, but I don't really want to like take some crazy trades to try to come back with better news, right? Like, it'll probably be at like what, 5,000 maybe on like a good day. What are we at today? 4,300. Oh, wait, it's not like updated. Anyway, hopefully in the next video, I'll be higher than where I was today. Yeah, because I made a couple mistakes. But thank you guys for watching, and yeah, wish me luck. Wish me luck. I wish you guys luck too, because I know it can be rough out here.